Hi, this is Isaac Hickerson with Hudson Incorporated. In today's video, I want to go over post-calibration, editing varieties, editing season, and some analysis stuff within Field Analyzer now that we no longer have the new and old version of Field Analyzer. So I'll start with the Select Zone tool over here. We have another video that goes over this in the app if you want to check that out as well. If I hit my Select Zone tool, if I had a pivot, I could draw that out and it would show me down at the bottom of my work totals how many bushels, what my average was underneath my pivot. I could draw out a perfect rectangle if there was a specific area I wanted to use that with. A lot of times I'll use my polygon tool, so I'll just map out a particular area of this field. And then when I want to close it, I just go back to the first point that I created. And so it's going to take that a minute to run there. And as you see at the bottom here, I have my selected zone versus my whole field. So I could map out different areas of the field, see that, and then print that if I wanted to as well. I'll clear that off and unselect that. They also have a measurement tool now. So I could use just a straight line and measure the distance across my field and see that that is 1,209 feet. Or if I wanted to measure an area, I can do that as well. Same principle as drawing out my select zone area, which is what I did earlier. So I come across here, close it out, and that is 2 acres inside that box that I just drew in there. Now if I want to edit anything, I come down here to my pencil, it says edit. I could change my variety if I wanted to do that. Click save. If I want to change my crop and season, I click here. Say that I accidentally entered corn in the display, but it was actually beans in the field. I could switch that right here by hitting my drop down, finding corn, and selecting it. I can change my year again. If I made a mistake in the display, I simply come in here and change that year out. I've also got area harvested and post-calibration. So if my acres didn't come out quite right, I could adjust that. If I have my scale tickets and I know exactly how many bushels I had for this field, I just type that in right here. So let's say if it was 1,300 even, I switch that to 1,300. I can also toggle my to my wet weight and change that, and change the moisture for the field as well if for some reason my moisture wasn't calibrated correctly, or if this was not actually the correct wet weight for the field, I could adjust that. And then finally, we could put in work notes in here if we needed to do that, and save those. One other thing or tab that you may notice in here is data analysis. So I've switched to 2016 corn harvest. If I click that, it allows another box drop down to open here. I've got the seeding in there because I had 2 varieties this year, so now it shows in my work totals down here. Gives me each hybrid for the field and how they performed. You can also view this under Analyze in the Analyze tab instead of Field Analyzer. You can check out some performance metrics, especially if you're running 2 different combines. I would want to switch this to equipment up here and see how each one performed against each other. So just some different tools, and the outlook's a little different now that we switched to one Field Analyzer.